Okay, there's quite a few things to cover before we go into this. So I've actually switched the music over to OST. I'll explain why once we get into the Eastsand. But before that, there's actually something I forgot to do in Nalbina Town. Apparently, there is actually a hunt board here. Somewhere. I just need to find where it is. Is this... Yeah, this is! Okay, so, the other reason I wanted to start here and not at the town is that... So this is actually a side quest here. We won't actually know who this guy's hero is, or what he's talking about there, but you have to complete certain hunts and then come back and talk to him. Regarding side quests, I've got to find where that board is here first, though. Oh, there it is. Because there should be... Okay, there's actually no others here apart from the flowering cactoid, okay. I guess when we get back to town, there'll be another one available. So I sort of want this to be more of a side content episode. Let me just cover something. So some people have been wondering if I would be going over side quests or other things like that, since... Well, this playthrough seemed very casual from the earlier parts. And I wanted to see how much of the game I could remember and how much I didn't. I do want to do most of the side quests though, and I actually did look up a list of all the side quests in the game. There actually aren't that many, and most of them are only doable at specific points in the story. Oh, I guess everyone's going to try and kill this wolf then. And we're actually at the point where we can do... I think there's actually one of them that we can start now. There's also that guy Jovi at the Nalbina Town, who is also the subject of a side quest type thing. So one of them we can actually start right after turning in the flowering cactoid mark. And that's another reason why I didn't want to teleport back to town, like I said at the end of the last episode, because it turns out that I need to report that back into the petitioner who is right outside of town, so I need to do that. But once we're there, we might actually be able to do some, do the start of that side quest. So, the area that we're in now, is this the Yardang Labyrinth? Okay, is this the place? Because there's something else I could do too here. There are actually 2 rare games in the Eastsand that I can potentially go after now, and they're not actually that hard to find. One of them is in the Yardang Labyrinth. Okay, so every time you kill a cactoid in here, there is a 33% chance of this one rare game spawning. There we go, okay. The Ripe Rampager, that actually took quite a while to spawn. But yeah, it's a 33% chance. It always spawns in this little corner here. You can see my full minimap up there. But it's a 33% chance every time you kill a cacti in this area. So that actually took surprisingly quite a while. I thought that my bad luck that I used to have while playing Fire Emblem games was gone, but it seems like it is still present. Yeah, here's its entry in Rare Game. This is actually of the same species as the Rogue Tomato we fought at the start of the game. Or at least in the same general classification of enemy. So, there's actually another rare game that I could go for. And that is in the Sandswept Naze. It's kind of similar. It's every time you kill a cockatrice in that area, it has a chance of spawning. Yeah, there it is, Neckbits. I could kind of tell because it had buffs on it. Seems like a lot of these rare games do. Okay, let's turn off that and let's see if we can take this thing. Okay, yeah, this one seems a little bit tougher than most of the other enemies we've fought. Many of these seem to be unleverable as well, and it's inflicted slow. Okay, it has quite a bit of HP. I think we should take out these other cockatrices first. We'll probably even need healing for this. Yeah, after the Ripe Rampager was kind of a joke, this thing is not so much of a joke. Okay, let's go for if it's vulnerable to oil, to the oil fire combo maybe. Uh-oh. Right, it is actually doing quite a bit of damage to us, too. Who is... Oh, Balthier is already Phoenix Downing him, so that's good. Did I actually get oil off on that thing? I don't know if I did. Maybe it didn't work. Oh, I have Immobilize, but yeah, Immobilize is generally not the most useful of things. Somebody also needs to heal Fran. I think I'll save that high potion for Barsh himself, actually. Immune, okay. Yeah, I guess it's immune to that debuff, and it might have been immune to oil as well, I just might not have noticed. Should I have... I think I'll just have him use a regular potion on himself. I guess we can see how much Dark does. Oh, it's Silence, though. Though I also took a ton of damage from Mucus. Okay, it's doing a lot... Dark is doing quite a lot to it, but that means that somebody or both is already first aiding Fran. Yeah, this is where when you've got a big party, it's kind of hard to keep track of gambits and stuff. But I definitely want to go ahead and use a high potion on Purify. It's getting rid of any negative status ailments that it had. But it seems like not Black Magics. It seems like Dark was the best thing I had against it in terms of raw damage. Ironically, this thing's actually posing more of a threat to me than the boss of the mines was. Not the mines, the passage. Okay, yeah, Varn is very low in health, but Balthier is already first aiding him. And he was too late. Oh well, Balthier's gonna Phoenix down. Barsh got a 3-hit attack off. That thing is actually kind of low. There we go. 3 LP too. And that was a first aid, I think. And a lot of people are slowed. I'm going to actually switch over to controlling Varn for now, because he's actually not slowed. And we can check in our clan primer to see that we have, not hunts, in bestiary, to see that we have Neckbits. I think there's some place we'll get rewarded for having multiple of those defeated, but anyway. Now all that's left to do in the Eastsand is to go and report in that quest to... Oh, how satisfying it is to fight basic wolves after that. To report that quest in to the guy who requested the flowering cactoid. Okay, there we go, back to this town. Yeah, it was this guy. $500 gil, 10 potions. That'll replace a lot of the ones we lost earlier. Now, I believe if we talk to him again... Yeah, there we go, the cactus flower. South bank of the Nebra. So, yeah, we could actually use a teleport stone to get there from the Rabanastre gate crystal. But you know what? Let's go ahead and walk. Now that we're at the banks of the Nebra, I guess I can mention there is technically a rare game we could spawn here if we wanted to, but from what I've checked of the Final Fantasy wiki, it's way too strong for us at this point in the game. It's called Greedon, and you have to stay in the Bank of the Nebra area for 3 minutes without killing any cactoids in order to spawn it. So, yeah, you see what I mean with these rare game spawn conditions that are just downright ridiculous. So, one of the people here must be that guy's wife. Yeah, but your husband's on the North Bank, not on that lower, There we go. Well, your name tag is Dantro's wife, so obviously it's you. With that, we get a bundle of needles, which is actually mentioned in the bestiary entry for the cacti. So often the bestiary entries do actually reference like loot drops that you can get out of. Yeah, there we go, bundle of needles. They actually reference loot drops that you can get out of some enemies. Now, is that all we can do on this quest for now, or can we actually do more? Semclam shells. Okay. Shallows of the banks of the river. The more you can bring me, the better. Okay, we can do this part now. I know that we can't finish this quest yet, but I do know that it eventually leads to us getting the key to go back into Barheim Passage and fight an optional boss, but, like, we're not really ready for that at this point, but the first half of this quest, from what I've read, can be done now. Like I said, I actually did look up a list of the side quests in this game. There's another quest that we can do at this point as well, I believe. It's back in Rabanastre, though. Oh, that glint must be one of these shells, I think. So I guess we're going beachcombing for a little while. There's another one. And there's a third one. Turns out that I got all three of them that are in the water there, and the remaining two are actually in the village area. Yep, there's one glint. And if I guess... Yep, there's another one. Yeah, I feel like it would be on the other side. So that should be all of them. Nibaralim. And so I guess we gotta go back to him again. Hi there, Dantro. Do you have some of that stuff we need? Over by those crates, okay? Well, there's crates everywhere, so that's not entirely helpful. Yeah, I thought that was just very Gil. Guessing it would be these ones? Maybe not. Or these ones. There we go. Wonder if that has a menu description. There we go. Traditional salve used by the peoples living in the valley of the River Nebra. Okay. It's kind of what I thought it would be, but it's cool to have confirmation. And we're back. I feel like this is the kind of thing you're probably supposed to hire a chocobo for, but, well, I'm sure I'll show what riding chocobos is like eventually, but, yeah, I haven't really had much of a chance to at this point. About the poison, okay. Now you want Veil Blossom Dew. Blooming along the cliffs in the Broken Sands. Okay, where exactly was the Broken Sands? Okay, as I suspected, we can't go to the Broken Sands yet. The Broken Sands are that area that I'm pointing the map at right there. So, we have to wait until quite a bit later in the game to continue this quest. So for now, I think I'll be heading back to Rabanastre. Oh, in fact, at this point, I probably can actually just use the Gate Crystal. That worked out pretty conveniently. I'll probably want to buy or get some more teleport stones before heading out on any future expeditions, but I guess we can teleport back now. I forget exactly if any story things happen the moment we get back. I'm pretty sure Barsh is going to be leaving us very soon. Before we go, though, yeah, I have a lot more LP due to just killing random wolves on my way back and forth, so something that I need to quickly point out about Vaan. So I was going over here to try and get Red Spiral. There's something about the Shikari license board that's a little annoying. So every Ninja Sword's license... I don't think that's one of them. That's one of them. And that's one of them. And then I believe Ninja Swords 2 is somewhere. Yeah, there it is. Every Ninja Sword license for Shikari is behind a Quickening license. Now, every character only has 3 Quickenings, and there are 4 Quickening licenses on this board. Once you get 3 Quickenings, the 4th one disappears, and you'll never be able to get what's behind it. That seems really annoying, but apparently that's true. So, you will lock yourself out of one of the Ninja Sword's licenses. Now, I'm not really sure how good, like, each of these are, but I do know that I definitely want the Yagyu Darkblade, because that is the best ninja sword in the game. I'm thinking I might want to get the first one, though, so I'm still going to go with my original plan of going this way to get Red Spiral. Oh, just barely enough for Adrenaline. And so, yeah, once I get 50 LP or 49, I can get Red Spiral. So I think I'm okay with that. As for Balthier, most of his quickenings, like, for example, this one is just not blocking anything at all. I think the only quickening license he has that blocks things is this one. So I'll probably want to go for that eventually, but that just blocks 3 magic laws. And that kind of depends, in terms of usefulness, on what I do with him later on. Because gun classes are, like, Machinist is actually quite a good complement to magic, because guns don't really care about your stats, so mages still do good damage with them, but not really sure if I want to make him a mage. So let's see. I think I'm okay with going for Tides of Fate here. Don't think Balthier is really the greatest to be giving a whole bunch of extra Gambit slots to, but I kind of like the idea of him having 2 quickenings early. As for Fran, I was going to go for more magics, but then I realized that these are really only useful once you have the ability to buy those spells from shops. And I do already have a Mage's Habit, so I was going to focus on going for that. The question is whether I spend more on maces to try and get... Okay, yeah, War Mage seems to be really, really good, so I might as well go for War Mage or Warmage. The act of making things warm. Go for Battle Lore too. Yeah, kind of want that Mystic Armor 5. So, let's use a Teleport Stone to head out. Oh, we can go to Nalbina Fortress as well, but let's head back to Rabanastre. So, again, I'm not really sure if we're going to be instantly greeted by a cutscene once we're back here. I forget exactly what happens in the story after we return from the prison. It's kind of weird that we can just waltz back in here.
I thank you.
I'd avoid crowds if I were you. In this town, you're still a traitor, you know.
The Resistance will surely find me soon. Fate's will, we meet again. I would pay my respects to your brother.
You're a fugitive now, too. Stay low for a while.
What about the stone?
Do as you like. That stone's ill-favored.
We feel regret. We sought that stone and found ourselves only worry.
You offering it?
It's mine.
Then why'd you ask? Our regards to your girl.
We stay in Rabanastre a while.
Hey, don't go, you're both awesome!
What do you think? Can I trust Bosch? I gotta get rid of this thing. But maybe I should show it to Penelo first, so she knows I got something. She'd be at Miguel's place this time of day.
Oh, yeah, wow. Okay, we lost everyone coming back here. Good thing I took care of all of that stuff first. Now that we're back in town, though, I'm pretty sure that there is one. That's a pretty, pretty well-dressed Moogle. Oh, that's cool, okay. Signpost and speak with... Oh, that's pretty awesome. Okay, I was wondering what those things were for, so I guess we can now fast travel around the town. So, Sansi, yeah, well, we can go to a lot of places. Now, I think at the Bazaar, there is another mini side quest that we have access to now that we've returned from the passage. Some people have actually said in the comments they like the way Moogles look in this game. They're a lot more realistic than, like, and a bit less cartoony than in some games. So I think there's somebody who is that you? Yes, no, this is them. Okay, so this is someone that we can speak to at several points throughout the story. Okay. So, yes, depending on how you answer her questions, you'll get different items at the end of this sort of mini-quest. Weirdly, saying you should be ashamed is actually the best option here, the points range from +4 to -4, and I want to see if I can get her to +4, which I think gets you the best result of this. Yeah, so she has new things to say after various story milestones, so we want to keep coming back there. That's another one of the side quests, basically. So I want to see if there's anything new here, although I believe our... I'm not sure what our clan rank is right now. I've actually recently found out the highest clan rank is Order of Ambrosia, which is the name of the 100% speedrun category for this game. Gotta not sell my teleport stones again. And it used to be one of the longest speedruns that was like on what is it, speedruns.com or whatever the website for those is. I think at one... No, is it? I don't even know if it is longer than Xenoblade 100%. Yeah, I had a feeling I'd unlock at least something new. Tale of the Phoenix. Just 2 Phoenix Towns. This Forgotten Grimoire, I might want to save up for it because from, if I'm remembering right, I think this is one of the monographs. What the monographs do is they increase the drop rates of a certain species of enemy. Do I get decoy now? It's a lot of money. We'll probably be getting more money later, I guess. I think I'm okay on, like, equipment at this point, so I'm going to go ahead and buy decoy. Magic's a pretty decent investment because, as I've said earlier, once you buy magic once, you have it permanently for anybody who gets the license later. I kind of want to see if there's anything new at the clan hall. I kind of doubt it. Oh, is that... Oh, I thought that was Fran. Okay, that's our first rank bonus, I think. And I don't... Yeah, Hedge Knight. There we go. Oh, I remember that you're burning the Midnight Oil, Kupo. I remember that line. Mostly because Midnight Oil is a band in Australia. Yeah, he also gives you rewards for every story mini-boss that you've beaten. And also major boss, okay. Okay, I guess beating that thing helped us study some disease remedies. And the Mimic Queen. Huh, okay. I'm not really sure how beating the Mimic Queen proved that, but oh well. Okay, any new marks? There are a couple of... Okay, yeah, so I believe these are the ones that are exclusive to Clan Centurio. There's a few of those. Cluckatrice. Rank 1, Giza Plains. Terrorizing the other cockatrices. Okay, they're in the middle of Giza Plains. That makes sense. Yeah, some of the elite marks are effectively super bosses. And the Rock Toys. Petitioner Bujeba. Okay, yeah, we're nowhere close to Bujeba right now. I took on a pet that was more than I can chew. Now I want you to kill it for me. It's basically what that is. And now I believe if we go to Tomage's... oh, hi there, map of Bujeba. Spoilers. Okay, it's not some kind of ominous secret society kind of thing. It's more like, you know, finding it yourself is the first step to getting certified. So now is there a new thing available on the board in the tavern? I feel like there should be at this point. Here we go, Wraith. Thankfully the petitioner is in Rabanastre, I can access them pretty easily. Oh, okay, that's kind of that's kind of nice. And they're in Lowtown. That'd make sense. They all have the same bill, so I guess that one didn't unlock until we got back to town. No, you're not saying anything new. Yes, I know everywhere has the same bills. That is pretty convenient, though. problem is that I really would like more party members before I take on any of these hunts. Alright, so the petitioner for the Wraith Hunt should be right around this part of Lowtown. Not you, because you're untalk-toable. Yeah, that would be you. This is actually kind of a good idea for a side quest. Beat this ghost because a child is scared of it. Oh, yeah, we had nothing to do with that at all. So, something that I don't think I've actually mentioned yet. So there's this status called safety in this game. Show old Dalen and Pinello. Okay, yeah, I'm pretty sure that story stuff will happen once we go to where Pinello is, yeah, so there's this status called Safety that most hunt enemies and bosses have. It's basically the typical RPG boss immunity. It makes them immune to instant death and some other skills like Poach. And I forget exactly what it does, but like I know it's called Safety, and it's just like an innate ability that most boss or mini-boss type enemies have in this game. So, the reason why I brought that up is because I feel like the instant death effect of Phoenix Down against Undead probably gets blocked by Safety. Oh, by the Sand Sea. I was just there. How did I miss him? Yeah, the NPC dialogue here actually does change, quite a bit depending on where you are in the story. It's almost Trails-like in that regard. I probably should be talking to people more often. I'm sorry if I wasn't doing that much in the earlier episodes. So, is Balthier and Fran here and I just missed them? Or are they not here anymore? Oh, they are here, okay. And he always has the best dialogue still. And as I go to save, one thing I was saying that I would mention why I changed the soundtrack to OST, that's because there's content ID on the Dalmasca Eastsand theme for some reason. Well, not for some reason, it's probably because it's a pretty popular song from the game, I guess. And I wanted to see if changing the OST would change that, because having every single part of this series that go through the Dalmasca Eastsand getting demonetized is kind of annoying. But if that doesn't affect it, I'm just mostly conducting an experiment here. So, I might end things here, because, like, I'm definitely not hunting those two marked with just Varn. 3. Actually, well, no, just 2, because I can't do the other one because it's in Bujeva. So, I might be ending here, but depending on how things go when we meet up with Pinello, I forget exactly when the next major story beat happens. I think it's pretty soon, and I think I know what the next major story beat is. But if I end this part here, I'll see you next time, and if not, well, I guess you'll know because the video will continue.